Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me this evening. My name is Stephanie, and I'm the head of educational content at Perfectly Spoken. Now, what I'd like to do today is to tell you a little bit about what we offer at Perfectly Spoken, and then we are going to do some practice together. So I hope you can join me. I'm really happy to be here with you this evening. So let me tell you a little bit about what we offer at Perfectly Spoken. So we have English courses at all levels. So when I say all levels, I mean from elementary, that's A1 level, all the way up to C2, that's proficiency. So whatever your level of English, we have a course for you. Now, our courses are a combination of self-study, so you can do this with video lessons. Of course, the video lessons are available 24/7, which means that you can access them whenever you like. So the courses are a combination of the self-study together with live teaching with our group of expert teachers. And today I'm going to give you a sample of what a speaking group would look like. So a speaking group is one of the options available as part of our live classes. And in the speaking group, you have the opportunity to join together with other students from all over the world. We have discussion questions and you can practice your English in a real way. Lots of you saying hello, hello, I, Carlos, hello, Sing, good to see you as well. So this is what I want to give you a little taste of this evening. Okay, let's get started. And our topic today, we're going to be looking at the topic of the weather. So this would be at an intermediate, a B1 level. So let's start with some questions. Question number one, what's the weather like where you are at the moment? So with these questions, of course, everybody's joining from all over the world. So lots of different weather types. Tell me what it's like where you are. Hello, Bavesh. Thank you for joining. So type in the chat. Let me know what the weather's like where you are at the moment. Bavesh joining from the UAE. Welcome, Bavesh. I can tell you that here in the United Kingdom, I'm in the south coast of the United Kingdom. It's cloudy with some heavy showers. So the weather is quite variable. Rosita, hello. What's the weather like where you are at the moment? So to join in, type in the chat, let me know. Question number two. What type of weather is typical in your country? So think about what the weather is usually like. What's the typical weather in your country? Here in the UK, obviously, we have four very distinct seasons. Alketa, hello. So we have four seasons, spring, summer, autumn and winter, and they're very different usually with the type of weather we experience. What about in your country? What type of weather would you say is typical? Sing is in Myanmar and it's pouring at the moment. Great expression there, Sing. So pouring when there's heavy rain. Davika, hello from Sri Lanka. So Bhavesh, you say it's normal weather. Tell us what normal weather is. Let's have a look at question number three. So I've told you that here in England there are four distinct seasons. Is it the same where you are? Carlos, it's a sunny day as usual. That's nice. That's very lucky, Carlos. Bhavesh, it's not warm. Okay. Oh, Alketa, that is hot, isn't it? 38 degrees in Albania. Is that normal for this time of year? So also let me know, do you live somewhere that has distinct, so separate seasons? Is that true where you are? And question number four. what's the hottest temperature? So that's very appropriate. Alketa telling us that in Albania it's 38. What's the hottest temperature you have ever experienced? Diana saying in Moldova, the Republic of Moldova, it's sunny and a smiley face. Goodsell, it's chucking it down. We have some good expressions for rain, don't we? Pouring, it's chucking it down, it's tipping it down. That's one I often use. It's tipping it down. So have a look at the other questions on the slide. If you'd like to join in, if you'd like to take part, let me know your answers to the questions. Of course, in a speaking group, the class is live and you're live with a webcam, so you're speaking to the other participants. What about question number 5? This is an interesting one, I think. Do you think the weather can affect your feelings? So are you in a different mood if it rains to if it's sunny? Hello, Gul. So, Bhavesh, the temperature is like 35, and I think you said that's not warm. It's been raining all day and the water is overflowing everywhere. So that sounds very similar to what it's been like here. Lots of rain here all day. So join in, tell me your answers to these questions. Remember, a really good way to activate your language. So what do you think? Does the weather affect how you feel? If you wake up and it's a bright, sunny day, does that put you in a different mood? Alketa, this year I have to say that the temperature has been hotter than usual. Well, that's something we are going to talk about later in this session, how the weather is changing. Soraya, hello. It's 17 degrees here in Finland. Okay, similar to where I am, it's 16 degrees here, so we're quite similar, Soraya. Davika, it's a hot day, as normal. Okay, Davika, thank you. So let's move on then and have a look at some extreme weather. So the idea here is that we're going to expand and build some vocabulary on this topic. I've got 8 descriptions here talking about disasters, things that can happen when the weather is extreme. And unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of extreme weather at the moment. So there are 8 descriptions. I'd like you to tell me what you think I'm describing. Number 1, a large amount of snow falling down a mountain. Any idea what this could be? If you know, type in number 1 and your answer. Number 2, I'm looking for a severe snowstorm with strong winds. Now notice that word severe. Something is severe, it means it's serious, it's very strong. So number 2, I'm looking for a very strong, a severe snowstorm accompanied with strong winds. Number 3, now what do we call a long period with no rain? Any ideas? A long period with no rain. Number 4 is the opposite. We've got too much rain. What do we think about this? If there's too much rain, the areas become covered with water. What do we call this? Number 5, a sudden violent movement of the earth. Any ideas what this could be? Common occurrences in some parts of the world, maybe where you are. Number 6, a ferocious, so again, a great adjective there, ferocious storm. Again, that same idea is severe, ferocious, a very violent, strong weather condition. Number 7, a short period of intense heat. Now, lots of countries in Southern Europe experiencing this, but what do we call it? And finally, I'm looking for a large wave. It's a word that we've borrowed. It's not actually an English word. We've borrowed it from another language. Do you know what it is? Saeed, thank you for joining us. Saeed from Oman. It's great to have you in the class, Saeed. So we're talking about natural disasters that are often caused by extreme weather. So I've got 8 descriptions here. What do you think I'm describing? So I'd like you to type in the chat, let me know. And then we will share some answers. So here we're thinking about expanding our vocabulary. And then in the last slide, we're going to put it all together and practice. Alketa, very good. You're typing in some answers. Let's have a look. So, number 1, a large amount of snow falling down a mountain, of course, is an avalanche. Again, think about the pronunciation there, avalanche. A large amount of snow coming down a mountain. Number 2, so this time we've got the snowstorm, but together with the strong winds. Alketa, very good. It's a blizzard. Very good, Alketa. Number 3, anybody got any ideas what this could be? A long period with no rain. What do we call this? A long period and there's no rain at all. The answer here is a drought. Again, strange pronunciation. Doesn't match to the spelling, does it? A drought. Alketa, you've got that. Very good. Number 4, if there's too much rain. So this is the opposite of a drought. There's too much rain and the areas have become covered in water. No problem, Saeed. We're just building some vocabulary, so please do join in. What do we call this when there's too much rain? It's a word beginning with F. Yes, so this would be a flood. That's a good word there, Saeed. So downpour is when there's lots of rain coming from the sky. So a flood is more the result of this. Yeah, if there's been lots of downpours, the result is going to be a flood. Davika, you've got that as well. Well done. Number 5, the sudden movement of the earth. Alketa, yes. Gutsel, you've got it as well. Hello, Hatar. So the sudden violent movement of the earth, of course, is an earthquake. Very good. Anybody got any ideas for number 6? A ferocious storm. What could this be? A ferocious storm. So again, a violent, severe storm. What do we call this? If you've just joined, please do take part, type in your answers, say hello. It's really fun to take part in a group setting with other students. So we're on question number 6. What am I talking about? A ferocious storm. So the answer here is a hurricane. A hurricane. The storm is very large and fierce. It's a hurricane. Now, number 7, this has been in the news a lot recently. Intense heat. When we have a short period of intense heat. What do you think this is? I'll give you a clue. The word heat is actually in the answer. A short period of intense heat. Yes, Alketa, it's a heat wave, isn't it? And I've said short, I mean, sometimes the heat wave can actually last quite a long time, but theoretically it's a short period. Hello, Adil. And number 8, the large wave, Alketa, very good, is a tsunami. Of course, this word we have borrowed, it's not an English word, a tsunami. Well done, everybody. So now let's put this all together. On this slide, remember we had 8 natural disasters here. Of course, there are other ones, but I'd like you to practice this language. So let's have a look at some discussion questions. Number 1, do you have many disasters in your country which are caused by weather? So I've put some pictures down at the bottom, very topical pictures, depending in which part of the world you live in. So question number 1, do you have many disasters in your country which are caused by weather? Let us know what they are. Let us know what happens. When was the last time you experienced this? I think here in the UK, we're pretty fortunate. We typically don't have natural disasters such as earthquakes or avalanches, but we do suffer from floods and flooding. A lot of heavy rain, the water table, the ground becomes saturated, and unfortunately, the result is flooding. The rivers overflow, and of course, that causes a lot of problems. So tell me, what about where you live? Do you have many disasters? Question number 2. So thinking about changing weather, have you noticed any differences? Has the weather changed from when you were a child? So we're thinking about weather patterns here and any changes that you've noticed. If so, why do you think this is? So what do you think? Why are weather patterns changing, if you think they are, and any idea why this could be? I think a lot of us have commented, especially here in the UK, for example, that this July has been very cold. We've had a lot of rain. It's not been a normal year. And again, in lots of other countries all around the world, experiencing some very extreme conditions. So think about where you are. Are patterns changing? And if so, why? Question number 3. Have you ever experienced any extreme weather? So again, thinking about using that vocabulary from the previous slide. Have you ever experienced extreme weather? Where were you? And what happened? Question number 4. Has the weather in your country changed over the past decades? Yep, Saeed, I think that's going to be a good answer there. Global warming, of course, having a big impact, isn't it, on many aspects, but especially our weather here. So how has the weather in your country changed? Has it become hotter, colder? Are there more extremes? Have you noticed that natural disasters are becoming more common? So what happens or what's happening where you are? And to finish this theme, what do you think about the future? What do you think the weather will be like in your country 100 years from now? Do you think it'll be the same, or will it be quite drastically different? So we always finish our speaking group with a discussion slide where we activate, we use key vocabulary that we've looked at in the class. Because remember, when you use new words, when you activate the language, that's when they become part of your English. So it's really important to have that opportunity to speak and to use the words. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you did, or if you'd like to find out more information about what we do at Perfectly Spoken, have a look at our website. I've put the address here, www.perfectlyspoken.com. You can see what we offer. You can see the different courses that we have. You can see the different programs we offer. So if you'd like further information, please do check out our website. If you have any questions, you can email hello@perfectlyspoken.com. Like I said, it's a fantastic combination of 24-hour access where you can log in and follow a course at your own pace. So you're learning at your own speed. And then in combination, in conjunction with this, join the live classes where you have the chance to activate, use your English, but also, and really importantly, you get to meet other students who are on the same journey as you. So thank you very much for joining me this evening. I hope you enjoyed this demo session. I'm actually going to be live again next week with a different topic, so I hope you can join me then. Bye for now.